Well, six-man tag team match. I think this is going to be all sorts of chaos.
Yeah, chaos is the word. This one promises to be something else. It was one of the matches that really stood out when we saw this opening card for Frontline Wrestling, and here comes the first of 6 competitors in this one. Australia's Adam Brooks.
The loose ledge, as he is known. Again, this is a man who is making waves, not only in this country, but around the globe.
Entering the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, this is the loose ledge, Adam Brooks.
As you say, Steve, Adam Brooks is one of the latest, really, of a string of Australian and New Zealand superstars who've been coming over here to make a name for themselves on the British scene. And you're about to meet 2 more. They're going to be his tag team partners, an all-Australian team
His tag team partner
in this 6-man tag team match.
Aussie Open making their way to the ring.
And Mark Davis, Kyle Fletcher, the hottest tag teams on the UK scene, and they are a prime example of how you can travel halfway around the world and make a name for yourself if you have the talent. And boy, oh boy, do these guys have the talent.
All 3 of them certainly have the talent.
And Adam Brooks. This is, you were right, Steve. Chaos is exactly the word. This will be absolutely all over the Stratford Circus. Nowhere is safe, you've got to think, when these next 3 guys get out here.
Introducing their opponents.
And speaking of more chaos,
well, as groups of 3 go, there are few more respected and feared than CCK, Kid Lycos, Chris Brooks, and the Kiwi buzzsaw, Travis Banks.
these are 3 guys that I like watching. I'm even going to say, when I'm refereeing, I like being in the ring with these guys because it's all action, all of the time.
3 very different competitors, but it all gels together perfectly. Lycos, Banks and Brooks. CCK about to show you what they are all about.
Entering the ring, they are a team of Chris Brooks, Kid Lycos, and Travis Banks. Together, they are CCK.
So here we go, CCK gonna take on Adam Brooks and Aussie Open in this 6-man tag team match. But as always, our medical staff gonna apply that Vaseline under the eyes of all 6 competitors before we get underway.
And this is, again, this is the difference between this promotion, Frontline Wrestling, and everywhere else. Everything is going to be done by the book. All medical checks going to be done. All the wrestlers have been checked beforehand, you know, with doctors and everything. Stringent rules here in Frontline Wrestling.
Well, we are, as we mentioned earlier, a full contact sport, and this match promises to be exactly that, full contact, as it looks like Kyle Fletcher, the Aussie Arrow, is going to start things out.
With Travis Banks.
Yeah, well, this is going to be explosive.
Okay, strap in, strap in.
Chris Roberts asked for the bell. We are underway. Fletcher and Banks starting out this 6-man tag team match. Banks, by the way, another one we talked about. Flashmore and Webster earlier. Banks was also part of the UK Championship tournament over at the Royal Albert Hall for WWE. Made the final of that 16-man tournament. A hell of a performance, a career best, some might say, for the Progress champion Travis Banks.
Oh, absolutely. And look at this again. Always the beginning of the match is a feeling out process. But really, do these guys need to be feeling each other out? They know each other so well. All 6 guys, you know, they all know each other.
Yeah,
you know,
right. They've all been up and down the country, these guys. The amount of times you see CCK competing against Aussie Open, and CCK, by the way, can be any combination of these 3 guys. Travis Banks, Kid Lycos, Chris Brooks, and it's Banks starting things out here. Sweeps the legs away of Fletcher, who goes face first and eats canvas. Banks goes to the ropes, Fletcher follows him in, Banks goes low, goes for a leapfrog. Fletcher put on the brakes and takes out the leg of the Kiwi buzzsaw.
And this is how well they all know each other. It's almost like they're one step ahead of each other when they know what's going to come. Do you know what I mean? They just have to look into each other's eyes and go, okay, come on, surprise me, come on.
And look at that look in Fletcher's eyes as Banks was deciding whether to make the tag.
But Loose Ledge wants to get in right here. Adam Brooks wants to get in. He's looking for the tag.
We're going to have some Brooks on Brooks action here if Chris Brooks gets his way. But Fletcher instead has decided to tag his regular partner, Mark Davis, Dunkzilla. So Dunkzilla and Chris Brooks again, these 2 no strangers to each other, but that competitive nature, that competitive edge means that although they respect each other, they never seem to get any closer towards liking each other.
Well, what are we waiting for here? It's like, oh no, he doesn't want any part of it.
This is part of the fact that Brooks knows his opponent so well. He knows that Davis, frankly, has a temper on him, and if he can make him play that waiting game, he can try and lure Davis into making a mistake. But
so why not just chop him straight off?
Yeah.
Nothing better than to alienate your opponent by a stiff chop to the chest. Or 2.
Come on, Chris!
Oh, yeah, there's that temper we talked about, but Davis will send Brooks to the rope, picks him up, drops him face first on the canvas. Davis with a chop to Banks. Kid Lycos coming in as well. Pace picking up here. Lycos lands on his feet. Davis boots him in the head and almost takes that head off his shoulders.
Okay, but still, who's the legal man here? It's still Brooks.
Yeah, I think it's Brooks and Davis, but Adam Brooks makes the tag. I'm not sure Davis was entirely happy about that. It's a triple team from CCK, and Adam Brooks might be regretting making that tag.
Now we've got Brooks on Brooks. Both legal men in the ring at the moment.
It is Chris Brooks who is very much on top.
A tag to Travis.
Yeah, Banks is quickly tagged back in here. At New Zealand strong style.
Ouch. I felt that here.
My word, hard hitting. You look at that phrase in the dictionary, there is a picture of Travis Banks next to it. And Banks will go for the cover. Lateral press, got the leg hooked as well, and it's good for a 2 count.
Wow. Yeah, I don't think we're going to see any massive technical wrestling match here. Although all 6 men are capable of a decent technical match, they're going to throw it out. The rule book's going to go out the window as much as it can.
Yeah, they're all well trained in the fundamentals, but the fundamentals, as you say, may not be the important part. This is about will to win between 2 teams who, as we've documented already, have a highly competitive and long-standing rivalry. Kid Lycos now tagging his way in for CCK.
And I did wonder earlier on how they were going to put the Vaseline under Kid Lycos' eyes.
I'm sure a werewolf needs Vaseline. Lycos slides his way onto the canvas with a brace, and there's a high leg lariat from Lycos. Kid Lycos feeding off the energy of this crowd in Stratford Circus.
Oh,
and you see Adam.
now I'm not
smart.
sure if that's in the rule book.
5 minutes gone.
Well, yeah, I don't think it is. Referee is reprimanding Brooks, but from Brooks' perspective, as he sees it, he's used all of the resources available to him, and that has given him an advantage where he didn't have one before.
And this is where it's going to break down. Here we go, look. The referee is now reprimanding the 2 guys, and then stuff's happening behind his back.
And that clearly is precisely the strategy that Adam Brooks and Aussie Open wanted. And unfortunately, Travis Banks and Chris Brooks fell for it. Davis tagged in.
Oh my goodness, this is David and Goliath.
Yeah, a mismatch here in terms of size. He's a big body slam from Davis, and Lycos was barely able to lift that body weight off to kick out of that.
But he had to take all of his body weight to get him off. There was no just quick kick out, it was the whole of his body weight.
And in doing that, no doubt, he exerted a tremendous amount of energy. There's Fletcher now trying to work on that right leg. If you take away that vertical base of Lycos and you take away all of those high-flying moves, which is basically the entirety of his arsenal.
Okay, but the Aussie arrow, he has broken the hold. And he get a 5 count.
Yeah, quickly made the tag to Davis as well. You can see just how accomplished.
And he's just tagged him back in.
Yeah, how finely tuned Aussie Open are as a team. And I wonder if Adam Brooks, who's been holding his hand up for the tag, is starting to feel a little bit left
out. You can see the frustration now. He's saying, come on, tag me in.
Fletcher clearly in control of Lycos, at least he was. Tried to send Lycos into his own corner, and that's backfired.
Now he needs to make a tag.
Yeah, Lycos got to the top rope, drew Fletcher in. Second time, there'll be a tornado DDT, a big one
my
by
goodness.
Kid Lycos.
Now he needs to make a tag. He needs to make a tag.
Opportunity knocks here for Kid Lycos. As you say, Steve, the one chance he might have to make that tag. Travis Banks tagged in. Chops across the chest from Banks. Fletcher on the third time of asking goes down. Here goes Adam Brooks, and he eats a German suplex from Banks. Fletcher's going to do the same. And will it be a full house for Travis Banks? Can he lift him?
Oh my. Too much weight.
Or is it? Banks! German suplex on Davis, my God! Wow. And Banks isn't done, you know. Travis Banks looking to fly through the air and between the middle and bottom rope.
He's going again.
Banks a second time, torpedoing.
He's going again.
3 in a row. Goodness me.
I would not like to be a young lion on the outside of there. Honestly. Wait a minute.
Is there no limit to the energy reserves of Travis Banks? Here comes Lycos. Fletcher has backdropped both Lycos and Banks onto the ropes.
Oh!
Triple team from CCK. Lycos, double knees.
I was setting up for something.
Sent on splash across the back. Here comes Travis Banks, frog splash. That's going to do it. The cover on Fletcher. Oh, and Davis makes the save for his tag partner with a split second to spare.
Now it's clearing house.
And this is that chaos you were talking about. Action everywhere.
Oh. It's difficult to know where to keep your eyes on the action. It should be in the ring, but oh, and a tag there.
Yeah. Again, though, I'm not sure Fletcher knew much about it. Adam Brooks tagged himself in. Clearly got the confidence that he can take out Banks. He may be right. But hang on now. Look at this from Davis into the boot of Fletcher. Here comes Brooks. And a twisting DDT. Travis Banks has got to be out cold. There's a cover from Adam Brooks, and CCK make the save.
Oh my goodness. Back and forth.
It is living up to the hype. This incredible 6-man tag team match. Pendulum swinging from side to side. Davis takes out Lycos. He's got Brooks up as well. Davis plants Brooks. And now a primal scream from Davis. The Banks took him out. Drop kick to the back of the head from Travis Banks. Adam Brooks catches the Kiwi buzzsaw. He'll launch his way in a DDT with authority from Adam Brooks.
10 minutes go.
Here comes the wheelbarrow of Lycos. Takes out Brooks. Fletcher is back in. I have no idea who the legal men are.
No, I've lost it now.
Fletcher. High face buster from Kyle Fletcher. Oh, Brooks has caught him. Brooks trying for a victory roll. Chris Brooks on Oh, Kyle Fletcher.
Texas cloverleaf.
A variation of it. Yeah, look at that. Got those legs bent on Fletcher. Fletcher screaming in pain. Oh my God, look at this. The lion clutch by Banks. The lion clutch. And a counter by Brooks. Adam Brooks is screaming in pain. Triple submission by CCK. Triple submission.
Oh my goodness.
Nowhere to go for any of Aussie Open or Adam Brooks. They're going to
Who's the legal man? Who is the legal man?
It won't matter if they all tap. CCK. Well, Fletcher's on the ropes.
Fletcher on the ropes.
We've still got 2 submissions in progress. Davis and Brooks, they all made the ropes when it looked like all 3 of them were doomed.
Referee has lost control of this matchup.
I'm not sure there's a referee in the world who could keep these 6 caged in when it comes to unleashing the latest chapter of their rivalry tonight at Build Me an Empire. Fletcher will get sent into the corner. No, he won't. Reverses the Irish whip on Lykos. Elbow Brooks. Lykos with the enziguri. And now Brooks has Lykos on his shoulders. Tandem offense here from CCK. Spear by Davis to make the save.
And that was a save and a half.
Adam Brooks sent into the steel crowd barrier. Now, hang on now. Lykos. Oh, David's going to do this with one hand. Oh, my. Look at the strength to powerbomb Chris Brooks. Brooks with a single hand. Now, Travis Banks. Banks and Davis, the 2 heavy hitters.
Oh, my goodness.
Travis Banks single-handedly chopping down Aussie Open, and Adam Brooks makes the save. This is relentless. Sit-out spine buster from Fletcher. Adam Brooks on the rope. Takes out Travis Banks. The cover. And will that do it? No. How on earth?
Count only.
How on earth, Steve, you've been in the ring, I haven't. How do you find the resilience to kick out like Travis Banks just did?
I really don't know. How this has lasted as long as it has is beyond me.
The pace here is frenetic.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Now we're going to break down of the team.
A disagreement in progress between Davis and Adam Brooks. A drop kick by Banks. He inadvertently landed on his own tag team partner.
But did you see the tag? Did you see the tag?
I didn't. Who's the legal man? Is Fletcher legal now? He might be. Oh, Brooks! Brooks moved Banks from his own partners. Oh, God, Adam Brooks with a low blow on Davis.
What the?
What is this? Adam Brooks has snapped against his own partners.
And now he's just leaving Kyle open.
Adam Brooks is walking out of here. The damage has been done. Fletcher barely knows where he is. Here comes Chris Brooks. Takes out Fletcher. Lykos gonna follow up. Big brainbuster. And now Travis Banks. Banks looking to end it with the Kiwi Crusher. The cover from Travis Banks. And it is academic.
It's all over.
CCK are your winners. Wow.
Here are your winners, CCK!
Well, the headline here, I guess, is the treachery of Adam Brooks against his own tag team partners, but the history books won't record that. All they will record is the name of the winners, and that name is just 3 letters long, Steve. CCK.
Well, that was a massive breakdown in the tag team there. But you're gonna get that. CCK are a functioning tag team. All 3 men function well together. Aussie Open and the Loose Ledge